I had someone in here who was a vegan for 5 years, and now he's eating red meat. And he said, Brian, when I eat red meat, I kill one cow, and I can survive on 6 months on the one cow, as opposed to the vegetables that are killing all these little animals.
For our crops, there's still rodents, insects, birds, all being killed for these choices. There's no choice we can make without consequence.
Just wanted to get your reaction.
That is ridiculous. And
why?
Because the cow isn't ordering room service. The cow is on a feedlot, as you said, and the pigs and the chickens, they are eating soybeans and corn. When I go back to Fargo, you go outside of town, and as far as the eye can see are fields of corn. Beautiful, identical, genetically engineered. And on the other side of the highway, it's soybeans. Beautiful, identical, GMO. No human is eating any of that. So if you're thinking there's mice in the fields and they're all being killed, maybe so, to feed chickens and to feed pigs and to feed cows. So when the cow is killed, that cow represents enormous amounts of agriculture that had to go in to get this miserly amount of meat. This was the argument made by Frances Moore Lappé with her book Diet for a Small Planet, I think in the 1970s. Also, apart from that, to make that cornfield grow, you need fertilizer, you need irrigation, you need pesticides, and all of that washes into the rivers and streams. And the Missouri River that runs right through the heart of North Dakota picks up all that junk. And the fertilizer causes algae to grow. And as it ends up in the Mississippi, and as it flushes out below Louisiana and Texas, there is now a dead zone as big as the state of New Jersey from all of the fertilizer and the growing algae bloom that then died off and killed everything in the water, thanks to growing feed crops for animals. So the idea that I'm not going to eat that, I'm just going to eat the plants directly, it may be that some animals are killed in the process, but it's nothing remotely like raising all of these crops to then feed to animals to get the tiny little bit of meat out of it.
Okay, point made on the scale, but there are some animals that are going to die if you're a vegan. So there is blood on the vegan's hands to a certain extent.
I have no doubt that there are all kinds of things, costs to almost anything that we do. Certainly a good point. But when a person stops eating animal products, they're making a really good shift. And to the extent that we help other people to embrace that, you're helping animals, you're helping your health, their health, and the environment. I mean, the idea a grass-fed cow is still belching methane, just like the one on the feedlot. And methane is a far more potent greenhouse chemical compared to CO2. So yeah, it's a darn good thing to go on a plant-based diet. But let me again say that for the first half of my life, I wasn't there. I was on that side of it. And when I see my cousins, you will see signs for Barnard stock farms in the Midwest. Those are my family. I love them dearly, and I understand it, and I had a taste for it, and I worked at McDonald's and everything. But at some point, my feeling is it's just a good idea to put that in the history book.